everyone, welcome to our podcast May Nalaman Ka Day. In today's episode, we will explore trauma-informed care, a powerful and essential approach in social work that shapes how we support individuals and families who have experienced trauma. I am Kim Riza Ay Talib, and joining me today, our beautiful, our wonderful, our the best professor in social work department. Please welcome Dr. Myra Luz V. Waddington. A round of applause. Hello, everyone. We are excited to have you here. Today's discussion is very important, especially for our future, for the future social workers like us, because trauma is something many individuals and families silently experiences. Now, let me ask. I'm curious actually, what is exactly trauma-informed care? Now, for those people watching right now, I believe you can comment what is trauma-informed care kasi ngayon, we are going to ask our dearest guest. So, hi ma'am. Good afternoon. Can we ask what is trauma-informed care?
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me here. It's a good question. Ano naman ang trauma-informed care and why is this important sa social work? Social workers, you have been taught of, caring for people. And when we talk about caring, it's really from sa ato pa na from womb to tomb, no? Ang sa social work, from children to but the trauma-informed care basically gives emphasis to, when we are giving care to people, some of those cases could be trauma causing behind what is making the person unable to function very well. And so for us to be well-versed on, so unsa man din ang mga trauma that could make this person, who seemingly was okay before, pero karon mag naturiring, right? And then, right? And so, a lot of people would then say, buang lagi na siya, no? And, but so how would you then care for that person? If ang imong nauna is nabuang siya, then it is medical, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes, it could be nga medical, but it could also be that it is triggered by an event, whether it is past, na siya root, that it has become a pattern, and so the person has been having problem dealing with it, no? And so at the worst case, the person will say, I could no longer handle this, and so we will then think na flip lagi na siya. Right? So, kung medical manggod ang imong approach, like nabuang na siya, murag medical manggid na, no? Then, of course, psychiatry will be the one to, unsa ni ana, kung man na siya, mga tagaan kag tambal ana, maginana ba? Although na sila yung mga test, no? Tagaan kag tambal, pero nai kanang unsa ni, other side of it, nga maybe it hasn't gone to that level yet, nga kinahanglan na sa tambal. And so, as social workers, if we are well-versed on what are mga symptoms, right? And these symptoms could be trauma. So when we then look at our client and work with the client, our service and our care for the client is trauma-informed. Yan lang, sa no?
Yan ang concept. Bito lang. So, kuan siya nga, bali, if for example, usually ang tao magod, pag may siya dito nga, like, trauma ang kaninga person, like, dili na sila mo kuan kung intervention, kay mahadlok naman sila, kay samot na, especially if like, you're, like, kanang mingon sila to, hala, nabuang na, so dili na kumubuan. So, that's one of the, kanang need siya i-address. So, as social workers, we need to do something with that kind of matter. So, kani ma'am, a follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
In your profession, how do you make sure that the help you provide does not unintentionally make a survivor or an individual feel blamed, pressured, or worse than they already feel?
Okay. Kana siya nga question is so mura bitaw too broad, general ra kaayo siya. When we talk about trauma manggod, na ay mga trauma trauma that what we would call human caused, right? So unsa may mga human caused na trauma? The worst scenario would be rape, right? At there are also there are also dili ka na bitaw mura para sa ato benign lang siya as if wala din na, pero actually it already would cause trauma. For example, mga from the very beginning the child has been neglected. Okay? Now, if the child is neglected, bahalag wala siya bulani, wala siya nagkaunsa-unsa ni, but when walay care nga gihatag sa parent, for example, so kung bata pa na siya, unsa man ang care nga ginapangayo sa bata, kung gutom siya, pakanon siya, right? Kung wet siya, kinanan siya kanang kuanon, ilisan, nana, no? And so we might be thinking, parang siya neglected, ganun, but ang psyche sa bata would already think, dako na siya as the child would grow. Mayingon ang bata nga, kanang nobody cares for me, right? So kanang isolated ko, nobody cares for me, and that goes into the psyche of the bata. That will cause trauma, right? And then sometimes the bata would not even know nga trauma din na siya nga experience. So unsay mga possible nga unsa ni ana, unsay possible nga mga kanang indicators. So kanang mga bata nga mura bitaw makakita og pagkaon maghangol-hangol. Right? And so you say kanang nga bata hangulan lagi na siya or so ito sa atong terminology ana busawan na nga bata unsay pagkaon say binisaya ana dinhi unsa ni, no? And
murag dili ka kaon kay mo.
Right. And so from the standpoint sa a lot of people, ang atong paglantaw ana is kanang nga bata na way batasan, busawan, imbis na pagkaon para sa uban, iyang gihakop. Ana nga unsa ni. So, of course, ang atong care ana nga bata lahi. Right? Kay di nato nakita nga di ay kani nga bata is neglected. And once the child is neglected, for example, malnourished siya, the trauma is not only kanang possible nga mo anta, no? Mo atong hakupon, because Freud and Jung would talk about that, right? Yeah, these are mga unsa ni. Mao ni ang mga indicators nga atong una pa kulang kaani, so karon murag mo ni ang imong reaction. We have psychology nga mga theories to provide explanation about that. Now, on the other hand, when we talk about neglect sa bata, that will also have an effect on the body. Dili kaayo ma-develop ang iyang lawas, ang iyang panguto, right? Kay malnourished gud. And so, ang trauma is not only nga wa nagkadimaw imong pangisip, it also has a bodily nga impact.
Follow through siya, ma'am.
Yeah, no? So dili na siya bodily o kanang imong pangutot, it also has emotional nga dimension. Right? How do you react to this person? So, for example, ang kanang bata nga kulang og pagkaon, right? And so, possible nga scenario is kung may pagkaon, anybody nga close sa unsa ni sa pagkaon iyang kontra. Posible nang inana, no? Because again, ang iyang behavior to hakop is not nga busaw ko for busaw's sake. It's basically unsa ni born out of an experience when they were still a child na neglected sila. So, ang trauma could be, when we talk about time, it could be nga one-time scenario, meaning, one-time nga event. Karon na ay kanang kuan na gidungkabin ang nakita ko og na trauma ko kay nakita ko dugo nga unsa ni og ang iyang ulo hapit na kuan ga ditay ang ulo. Of course maka-trauma na, no? One time na siya, trauma. On the other hand, there's also trauma kanang inanay ba? Hinay-hinay. So, when we talk about trauma, manggod, there's a lot of things to unpack. There is a time element. Yeah. dugay na siya, mura na kuha na siya kanang kapatong-patong na, right? Og naapoy sometimes nga one-time event pero grabe kay impact sa isa ka tawo nang mura siya og wa nagkadimao. So yan na ang trauma. Trauma, as I said kaganina, could also be caused by human, or it could also be what we would call nature caused, no? So kumaingon ta earthquake, na ba? So karon lang ta naon sa ni, karon lang ta nagka-earthquake nga grabe kay kakusog, na trauma ang sa ni kay wa nagkadimao kay murag, you have to run for your life and then naon sa ni. Or pagbuto sa bulkan, ano ba ito? Naon sa ni. So mga nana, so naay nature cause, naay human cause. Naon sa ni, no? I'm thinking now of kanang giyera sa Iran. So akong ipansak ang giyera sa Iran, no? Although wala din sa ato, ang daghang mga tao mura di na tawag ani. At least kadaghanan sa mga tao karon ang behavior has been affected. So we want to malita ni daan, ano bitaw, which is normal in an abnormal nga unsa ni. Pero kung kana siya nga behavior is magpadayon na siya for a long time, it's becoming abnormal. So that means na kana nga tao na trauma na. Right? Na mag-hoard ko all the time na lang, no? Kay base do unsay may tabo, ba? So that's already an indicator. As far as unsa ni, although again, no, to diagnose trauma, you can do it in medical mga psychiatry, they will have that down sa ni check. On the other hand, naay dili siya medical sa soft nga sa psychology, for example, but there will be indicators, and then they will look at to say ang time ang iyang behavior. So they can a lot to unpack. So ang imong question, can you go back to your question?
So going back sa akong question, ma'am, katong how can you in your profession, how can you help them or like provide help, support so that kana kung dili ma-feel sa usa ka survivor nga na-blame sila, na-pressure sila.
Okay.
Kana dili masamutan ang ilang na-feel, ma'am.
So, kung survivor, so unsa na, number one, ang question would be, kini siya nga survivor of sexual harassment, which could be different from a survivor of, let's say, for example, nasunog ilang balay, no?
Yes,
but when it comes to how would you approach your intervention in such a way that dili sila mag-guilty, right? Dili sila ma-pressure na unsa ni. So I would use both unsa ni, ha? If it is sexual nga harassment. There are literatures that would say a number of mga victims of sexual harassment are magkuan og self-blame, right? Especially because ang society also put a lot of
pressures,
burden sa babae, usually manggod ang sexual harassment, babae manggod ang targets, na mga lalaki pod nga sexually harassed, pero kadaghanan gud mga babae,
especially itong mga gasuot-suot mga pek shorts
muna na nga manggod malandi manggod ka, flirty manggod ka, tua, right? And so the psyche of most mga labi na mga Pilipino nga unsa ni babae, because of that societal nga kanabang pressure, no? Makadugang na siya sa iyang self-blame. Then kung self-blame mo nang isa pud sa unsa ni nga kanabitang maghilom na sila tungod sa ako, nagkuan man gud ko, nigawas man ko gabi god, ba? Nagingin si mama nga di ko mogawas, nigawas man gud ko, so tan-awa na noon. And of course, ang unsa ni, ang family pod, again, because our society tends to normalize ani nga behavior nga supposedly mga babae dili na unsa ni magpek-pek, maggawas ang gabi na kaayo, blah blah blah, and all of that. That factors in, no? Naka-add na siya. And so, if I am unsa ni doing the intervention, how would I approach it such a way nga dili makakuan sa ilang kanang guilt, no? Na unsa ni self-guilt. I would unsa ni nga, we go out, labi na mga babae, we go out in the night. We dress in a way nga unsa ni. It's not to say, I would unsa ni, it's not to say, oy tan-awa repa ko ninyo kay nagsaat ko ginani. It's not like that, right? And so again, ang na daghang mga debate ani itong eskwelahan, for most of our students, mayon good nga it's self-expression, right? It does not mean nga nangayo ko come here, no? Unfortunately, we are still living in a society where a lot of people, especially from the menfolk, would think like that. Again, because this is mura ba og kanang allowed po sa atong society. On the other hand, mga babae, magkuan mo, murag katupagya po Maria Clara, right? O mga lalaki po, supposedly, unsa ni mo, mga kanang buutan, pero, right? Naaman si unsa ni, So, murag inana ba? So I would say, nga, unsa ni, kanang kini siya is not, what I would say sa unsa ni, nga, dili siya sadan. It's not your fault. Right? Ang unsa ni is kung ma-rape, ma-sexually harassed, it's not the victim's fault. The fault should be katong nagunsa ni perpetrator. Right? Unfortunately, again, there are big pockets of our society nga ang faulty ang victim.
So, murag ang imuhang approach ani ma'am, it's more on empowering at the same time widening their understanding nga dili sila ang salan.
Precisely.
But ang perpetrator mismo.
Precisely.
So, muna itong...
Then, in one of the unsa sa trauma is that, a trauma nga kanabitang dili mo ma-free up. Kaya mura magunag, as one, in my course of trauma healing, unsa ni, as one professor would say, kining trauma is like, mura naghikot sa imong liog. The more ka mo struggle, the more siya mo tight. Na may mga anak nga mga pusas, no? The more ka mo struggle, the more siya mag-tight. Pero the more mo relax ka, the more siya nga dili makakuan sa imo, maka-hinder sa imo. Right? And so, ang trauma nga dili mapagawas, gaumido na sa ilalom, gakutkot na, toxic na siya. Gaumido na sa ilalom. And then, ang trauma nga kanabitang, kung ang inani ang kanang kasagaran ba nga mahitabo, kung dili na siya mahabwa, kanang para mapagawas, mapahungaw. Ang naay mga tendency sa mga ubang tao nga they will then go into self-harm. Or di man ko makabalos, di man ko makaunsan eh. So ako na lang, akong lawas, akong gubon. Anak nila. So marang uban, for example, they go into, although dili man nila kinahalan nga sila gyud magbamo, depression pa yan, pero because of the self-blame, kung sa pang uban nga mga factors, so they isolate themselves and then mag-depression sila. And when they are in depression, right? Dili kay makatulog, dili kay makaunsa ni, ba? So ang ilang lawas magguba pod. Although they did not stab themselves, it's actually causing self-harm. So and when we approach victims or mga clients nga inani na nga case, that needs a lot of sensitivity when you do intervention.
Like, ang sensitivity, ma'am, so ano to pagpakita ang sensitivity? Like, mas careful ta sa atong questions, mas extra careful ta sa kung saan sila pag-empower. Ma'am?
Definitely, we have to be on sani, no? And then, although we are guided by mga theories na to, models of intervention, But ultimately, it has to be a collaboration between you and that person. Di po di mo na siya pwede i-force, no? So, yeah. Hinay yun yun sa ni. We need but ang iyang journey is, kani bitang sa trauma, if you can make the 8, then imo ipahigda ng 8, no? Diba? Infinity man na siya ngayon sa nisa. So, on one side, this is the victim. On the other side, this is the perpetrator. Right? So, for example, in the case of rape, which is one of the most heinous to be done to a person, bahay ka o lalaki ka. So, biktima ka og rape. Right? And so, unsa imong, can you imagine how a person who has been raped feels? No?
Maluoy ko, ma'am.
Luoy nga, murag wala kay dili. Ana ba?
Maluoy ko, pero at the same time, the way they carry themselves, the way they handle things, ma'am niya, never nila naagian ng kuan.
Ang iyang panglam siya nga, I'm dirty. Society would also say you are dirty, right? Now, and can you see why there is a self-guilt, self-blame because of all of this pressure? And so, victim. Usay, ang ilang pagka-biktima, murag, nila sila kalagot. Sa ilang kalagot will then push them to do something that the perpetrator or a person that would victimize would do. For example, sipao nila na igsuon or ilang dunggabo ng mga anybody ng murag parihaan ng laki nga nagkuhan sa iya. Ano ba? And so they could become a perpetrator. Right? So naana nga nga mga dula sa when you become a victim. So naayon sa nga dili lang ka biktima, masuko ka, di ba? Kung masuko ta sa atong pamilya, wala tag biktima, pero kadaghan mo ganata mo balos. Unya lang ka, right? Balos. So we become now the perpetrator. Right? So inana. So magkuan-kuan na gid na siya kanang atong infinity. Cycle siya. If we are not careful na kasagaran, if you are the victim, you do not know nga ni ana day ka nga cycle and then you are stuck in that. A person who knows how to help will help this person get out of that rut. Right? And so from then, instead of mudangan siya padulong perpetrator, ipagawas na siya so that di na siya mo and then she can go through the process of trauma healing.
So, yan siyang kuan, ma'am, no? It's kanang maringan mulan ta ka dito nga usa ka process, especially for the victim, very kuan gid siya kanang crucial nga murag lisod po day kay siya kay ang paggawas pa lang daan sa cycle, it's very hard, especially if napay mga environmental factors nga kanang mudugang sa kanang kuan kanang problem.
And literature will also say if the person has a support system, the more nga naay support system, the better the person can get out of that. Pero absent the support system,
isolation,
right,
depression,
the more siya maginana.
Sige, ma'am. So next, we're going to proceed sa ato ang segment 2. Ato ang segment 2, this is mostly about understanding families. So, in understanding families, before we talk about this kind of intervention, we would like to ask something basic, no? When you think of the word families, for atong mga sa atong mga viewers, when you think about family, what does it mean in everyday life, especially for families experiencing stress or trauma? So, we will leave it to our viewers, but for our guest, Dr. Waddington, this is your question, ma'am. So, what is the common challenges families faces when there is conflict, crisis, or violence at home, in home?
What do family ang ilang
mga common challenges nila, ma'am, mga families
when there is a conflict or crisis at home? Again, unsa ni siya, I'd like to qualify that question by saying unsa nga context, unsa nga situation.
Kanang kuan, ma'am, kanang for example na ay sa kanang families living in poverty. So like for example, pag wali sa papagikapoy siya na yung mga anak na pabuyag, tapos murag wala niya napugan, so nadapatan niya, ang effect anak sa bata. Kaya murag, anjo.
So let's take that example, no? So kanang domestic violence, and which usually, as you said, nana nga kanang mga cases, but I have to nga ang domestic violence is not just because they are poor, no, or poverty, no? Kay domestic violence also happen in mga families that are not poor, right? Na mga celebrated cases ngay nana, no? Sige. So, what do I say
Mga
about
common challenges.
common challenges? Okay, what are the common challenges? I think the family from the very beginning, kana bitang mag-uyab pa, you really do not see ang dynamics of a couple nga relationship until you become manag-asawa, husband and wife na. And then lahi pud na siya nga dynamic sa relationship compared to when you have children. Lahi na pud na.
Ang duha ka couple of faces is kuan.
Lahi gud siya kay wala man gud sa radar ng mga bata. Kung nag-uyab pa mo, laman mo balay sa paggawa, goodbye na. Pero the moment ka magpuyo na mo, you're accountable sa time for you and your partner. So you should give time for both of you, no? So wala naman nga, naakoy time, yes, but on the other hand, when you go out, kaganahan ka maglingayaw, you also have to think about the person that is left at home. Muna ang kanang kuan sa nga dili kay makita nato when we are still mga single. But kung nay bata, lahi na pud na siya nga dynamics. And this is something na dili makita, as I said, when you are still in a phase where manag-uyab or managtiayon nga wala pa'y bata. The moment ka na anay bata, lahi na siya nga dynamic, right? Of course, the parent will have to, especially atong society would say, ang mga lalaki mo yung trabaho, pero ang mga babae trabaho bayakod, right? Wala na sila sweldo kay nara sa balay, trabaho biya ng housework, no? 24/7 na ba? Ngaon sa ni.
Maghihapanay na sila og trabaho ang lalaki kay unya kung gitrabaho etc. Niya ang bay lahi pud ka ikaw daw kuning fully diri sa marang diha na palang
precisely oh. So katong imong case nga ang papa nagtrabaho pag-abot sa balay kapoy kay siya nagpabuyag ang mga bata ug iyang ipambutan ang mga bata na trauma. So unsa may mga challenges nga nana ang definitely one of the challenges is kanang how do you maintain a good relationship in spite of the pressure. So, one of the ways I would say, I go to the model of kanibitang mga kasi tawag gali anang mga gabantay sa pool kay na mga public siya nga pool, no? Like,
mga lifeguard.
Lifeguard, that's the one I'm looking. I'll go to that model, no? Ang mga lifeguards, they are always kanang ga-practice na sila all the time. Halag wala yun sa ni. Practice na sila. Why? Because kung di sila keeping themselves fit and then kanag yung makabalog yun sila mulangoy o unsa kalayo. Kung mo relax sila, sa ni, kung naay may tabo, they could not save the person nga angay save, right? And so, kanang siya nga model is something that we can mabutang nato sa kanang family nga unsa ni. If from the very beginning we train ourselves to be kanang conscious nga, kung naay pressure, ang atong unsa ni, ang atong way of dealing with it should not be panghapak din sa mga bata. Right? But for us to train ourselves to say there are A, B, C, D, ang last nga resort is paghapak sa bata. If we can train all parents to do that, basinog minus na unsa ni, right? Bisan mo yun og time out. I know one of our social work nga students, right? Estudyante na ko yung mama sa masters. And she would say before, kanang kapoy gyud ko kaayo ma'am kay single siya nga kanang parent kay yang banato sa gawas. And then siya yung mga bata na although maayo ang ilang kabutang pero meaning dili siya problematic in terms of finances. Pero being single mom and then of course katrabaho siya sa municipal nga office sa DSWD. So grabe gyud ang pressure. So pag uli niya, kapoy gyud so ang iyang unsa ni is give herself time out. So yang gyud niya mga bata to say, when mom ka arrives home, ayaw sa mo pagkuan sa ako, give me time to rest, maka-shower sa ako, na mag-rest kong gamay. And then when I unsa ni, murag mas kalma na siya. So, see, nainana ba? And then, iyang gikuan ang mga bata, iyang gi-appeal to say, kay nani akong feeling. So, ayaw ko niya diretso bangaga.
Nagsabot na sila.
Sabot daan. No? And so, less ang ilang unsa ni. So, how does that help? Well, it's really less, ma'am. And then, dili ko ma-pressure to already switch them gear nga unsa ni nga, lahi pa akong pangutok. Ano ba? Can you imagine, mag-drive pa siya from how many kilometers? Imong utok, grabe kay ka, to calm it down. Ano ba? So, you see, if we can unsa ni, so ang challenge is, how can we get the kind of mga good responses when crisis and conflict arise in the family so that we don't have to go to a means of bang pagsulbad ana by physical nga abuse. Dina ang challenge. Right? And so, if we can do that, yung mga bata, perhaps dili sila matrauma. Like ato nga family nga, that children could not be traumatized nga singhagan sa silang mama because gasabot na sila nga when mama comes home and so unsa ni, I need time to, settle down gamay, ipa-breathe sa komunyo. Right? Yan na ba?
So, okay, naglantaw ma'am sa kanang scenario, no? It's really nice nga, for example, kami as future social workers, we're also going to incorporate na mo na sa kanang community, pwede may mag-conduct og training about how can parents deal with their children kapag abot nila sa ilahang mga panimalay. Sabutan na niyo daan na yung children, ay sa kunyong duula, igo na ng muamin mo. Tapos unya, maragatagan ta ko ninyong time para makarelax. Ay sa mo pagpabuyag. So in that, I believe ma'am, kay ang children manggod, once na magod imong pakiusapan or once na imo silang sultian in anyang buhaton, mutuwa ra mapuna sila. So I think marag-usap na sa ako ang na-notice here in kanang sa Philippines. Muna siguro ang kulang sa mga Filipinos kay kakabuluhan ng pag-abot nila sa balay, wala na gani income sakto jud. Tapos napay mga children nga pabuyag, so marag ang tanan na pressure kay napunta sa yahang parents or sa kanang caregiver. That's why murag ang displacement na padulong sa bata, which can really have a bad effect kay it can cause trauma.
Precisely.
So muna ma'am.
Right. In one of the activity I had that was initiated by kanang fourth year na tong anchor, no, nga bago lang i-graduate. And so, kanibitaw sa mga dynamics in the family, especially in conflict. And so, in my question with the participants, karihan babae pero upat ka lalaki. So, ang ilang kuan, sa may mga kagubot sa pamilya, nga moabot ani nga situation kanang manghampak, mag-abuse na. Kanang number 1 mahubog, kanang dili mo sa may reason sa mahubog tungod kay mauna ang barkada dahil mahal ng pamilya ang sweldo tuwa sa inom and walay ka na so pag-abot sa balay hubog dayon magsaba ang asawa and so unsa may inyong response magyaw-yaw gyud ko ma'am nga sa ni so magyaw-yaw siya sa atong I do not know if you have gone through this sa inyong study of human behavior. Kung kanang isa ka tawo is hubog, wala nga sa saktong paminsar. So kung saan mo na siya grason, di na maminaw sa imo. Kay insane na siya, no? At that point, wala na sa saktong paminsar. And so, for you to unsa ni, for the wife to then magwarak-warak sa bana at that point, it's just a trigger. Right? Okay lang kung ang bana is a type of bana nga kung mahubog, maghilom, matulog. Now, what if ang isa ang bana nga unsa ni, kanang mo sinta rin diretso kay init og ulo and then manapat dayon. No? And so I asked them, so what would be the best thing time to do nga unsa ni, given that nga mo gingon sa science, right? And so tingali ang mga asawa has to wait for a kanabang time nga opportune nga time nga let's talk about this in a way nga kanabang magkaistorya na magtagbo na inyong mga panghuna-huna. No? Kaya ang uban ana nagsulat ta kagabi pagkaugma nalimtan kay wa naman sober naman.
Ibalik na po
Right?
ang
O
cycle.
balik na pod. Anak ba? So na siguro nga unsa ni.
So, kuan ma'am, since padulong naman ta sa ato ang closing, no, what can you, kuan ma'am, like, what piece of advice can you give our future social workers dealing with individuals and families, especially dealing with trauma-informed care? Like, what are your advice nga pwede nimong mahatag sa ilaha nga if you can face someone na naay trauma, this is how are you going to approach it through this kind of trauma-informed care na kuan process?
Again, no, we need to walk ana nga question because dili man ni siya ratsada, right? Depende man sa unsa ang case, no? No unsa ni. So but I think when we talk about trauma-informed care, I think very basic is to then go and kanapitang be very diligent in our looking at unsa di ang background. So we should not be comfortable with mora man niyang istorya sa mora ni akong basihan, right? So we need to uncover unsa man dig, dig unsa ni, right? And so how do you do that? You can triangulate. So you don't have to just be kuan sa iya kay kung mag-istorya man good ang social worker o ang kliyente, right? Na tendency nga isa ra ni siya ka area. But if you will then, for example, check kung naay mga medical records or kung naay mga from the other relatives nga kabalo sa istorya ani, then you can have a much bigger nga lantaw sa kung sige day ang problema. No? And your approach could be informed by that. Now, what if naagi day naay mga pattern of abuses before, right? So kung ang imong tambal o ang imong approaches kinilang karon, mubalik naman po naman ay mga recurrence because the trauma has not been addressed.
So murag dapat as a professional or a social worker kinahanglan adaptable and also flexible ka sa changes kay basi napakailaing ma-discover nga murag kinahanglan pa nimo siyang tumbukon na pud nako ni, so kinahanglan kanang continuous nga exploring of that kind of individual kay para ma-provide nimo
precisely. And so kung social worker ka mura bitaw ka og I think mura ka spider nga daghan kay kag mata, right? So that you can see unsa di ay. So you do not just razor focus ani, right? So you need to really look at a lot of angles.
Okay, para like kuha jud nimo ang kanang
As
scope.
much as possible, yes.
So, thank you so much for that, ma'am, no? I hope to our viewers, you have learned about what is trauma-informed care. You really get to know what you mean. Nakabalo jud mo kung unsa jud ang ato ang trauma-informed care and how are we going to do this as a social workers po and also mga future professionals such as psychologists, mga guidance counselors. So,
Nakaikuan ka sa gamay, ha?
yes, ma'am.
Don't take it as this is it. Mora rin siya nga package because when we talk about trauma, it's so huge, right?
Yes,
And so this is just surface. Mora rin siya introduction lang. But really, the going into this is so sensitive and so complex because we could not say kung mo na iyang na experience, mo po mo na experience. It's different for every person. Okay?
Thank you so much for that, ma'am. And also, thank you for sharing your valuable insights and experiences within us today. So today's discussion reminds us that trauma-informed care is not just a method, it is a responsibility. It is about creating safe spaces, showing empathy, and understanding that every behavior has a story behind it. So as future social workers, we must always respond with care, compassion, respect, and a deep understanding to the people's lived experiences. So thank you so much. Thank you for turning this podcast a wonderful kanang exchange of thoughts and ideas. We've really kanang learned about what is despite being surface lang muna, at least we have this kind of basic concept about trauma-informed care. So I hope you learned with our mini podcast entitled May Nalaman Ka Day. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon.